All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the replay. Welcome to our Beat the Winter Blues live sale and tea party. And we just had some technical difficulties. All of a sudden, Facebook and our live stream was not working correctly at all. And so we had to do a little bit of a reboot, but that happens. I'm glad you're all able to join us on this Friday evening for the live sale. I am kind of excited about this one, but say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me know what you're drinking. I will be drinking something a little bit later, but we're going to get to some other things first. Let me share with you how the live sale is going to go. We have a lot of fun and exciting gifts and tea related items that you can purchase tonight, including 2 tea blends that are only going to be available for this live sale. It will not be available for any other time. Now, while that is happening, I'm going to do a flat rate of shipping. So it's $10, whether you get 1 item or 5 items, it's just going to be one flat item, one flat shipping rate of $10. And a big change from what we normally do is, remember, in 2026, we have added the tax, the sales tax, into each of these prices. So the price you hear plus your flat rate of shipping, and that's everything. Hello, Diane. Diane's having water tonight. That's what I actually want to be drinking right now, but I'm looking for something a little bit later that we'll chat about. But I do want to say hello, and I know that a couple of people will be late switching over since we had a technical glitch, and for some reason it looks like Facebook had deleted our video for whatever reason. I have no idea. But we're going to go ahead. I wanted to say, when I put something up, I'm going to have a number, something like this, and that is our very first number. But when I have that number, I'm going to show you what the item is. I will tell you what the cost is. And then if you would like it, you just put the number and then mine, or the number and sold, in the chat or comments, depending on how you're watching this. And there you are. All right. If you have questions about something or you want to see more detail, also just put it in the chat or the comments. My handy dandy assistant is over here, and he will be helping moving the items along, as well as keeping track of all the other things. So we're going to go ahead and get started a little bit, and we're going to start with item number 28. Let's see if I can do it like this. We're going to go like this. There we are. Item number 28. And this is our happy bee and flower box. And inside we have 2 deluxe tins. Now this one has green mint, which is a nice light green tea and peppermint blend with some lemongrass in it. And then we also have our Serene Sunrise, because we have to have my favorite in there, that black tea blend with a hint of cinnamon to smooth out the boldness of the black tea, the bold black teas. So deluxe tins. And then this one also has an adjustable tea infuser. This is one of the ones that opens up to cover really big mugs and cups and items like that. Did you have a question? Okay. Handy dandy assistant looked over at me like, I needed to ask you a question. So I got confused. So this is a great little pack. This one is $32 and comes in this really cool reusable box. And so that is number 28. All right. I'm going to put this over here. All right. And the next one, I know Stephanie would be really excited about, but the next one is number 40. And number 40 is our latte set. We have a nice, really big, I think this is like a 32 or a 38 ounce mug, and a deluxe tin of our Onyx chai. Now, the Onyx chai has, well, I want to open it. It's going to spill. Black tea, cinnamon, cardamom, clove, and nutmeg. Yes, the Onyx chai had that. So that's what we're looking there. And so you get 1 ounce of that. And the price for number 40 is $18, and that is our latte set. Oops, put this back over here. All right. Then I have number 87 right here. I had the first three all set. So the next number is number 87. All right. And what it is we have a really cute little carrot, and it's actually our caffeine-free sampler. So you have a ½ ounce of 4 of our main caffeine-free blends. We have Evening Mint. You get a ½ ounce of Maiden's Blush. Maiden's Blush. Evening Mint is a chamomile peppermint blend. Maiden's Blush is our Rooibos and Rose Petal. The Rose Petals add a honey note, not a floral note. We have Nautical Twilight. That's a nice ginger hibiscus, both very good for you. And we have a ½ ounce of our Ruby Chai, so Rooibos Chai, and that, again, caffeine free. And this one is the $25, and it is number 87. And so you would get 15 to 18 cups of tea per ½ ounce. So you're going to get 60, more than at least 60 cups worth of tea, probably more than that. Probably 60 to 64, I think. But this is number 87, and this is our carrot caffeine-free sampler. All right. Okay. Now, number 100, I'm excited about. So we have number 100, and this is our one of our 2 event-only tea blends. This one is a Honey Bush. Let me show it to you. It's called Velvet Spring, Honey Bush, Rose Petal, and Red Raspberry Leaves. Let me tell you, when we were trying this one, it does not need sugar. It does not need sweetener. It is amazing. It's delicious. The Honey Bush tea adds enough sweetness. Plus you have the honey notes from the rose petals. Now, the other thing about this one, 100% caffeine free. So that is another definite bonus to it because it is caffeine free. You can enjoy this any time of day and it won't keep you up at night. So this will be available only during this live sale. This is going to be our standard 1 ounce for $9, 2 ounces for $17, and that is 100. If you want this one, also tell us how many ounces you would like. There is number 100. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Diane would like some 100. You just let us know how many ounces you would like, and we can definitely do that. Okay. Let's see. Number 65. All right. So number 65 is next. And this is a nice little quiet moment set. Well, not quiet moment. What shall I call it? This is a nice little journaling set. And what you have is you have a leather journal, and it is vintage style. Nice work on it. So, and it's lined in there, but you don't have a lot of things written in, so you can date it whenever you want. You can use it for whatever kind of journaling. And then it comes with a ½ ounce tin to enjoy. And since we're almost in March, it's a ½ ounce of Irish Sunrise. Now, this is the only time that you can get the ½ ounce size of Irish Sunrise, which is an Irish breakfast blend with a little bit of cinnamon added in, and that is number 65, and it is $15 for the journal set. So there you go. I can put it in like that. So that's all right there. Okay. Well, we're going to hold on that. Okay. Thank you. 1 ounce. Perfect. Okay. We're going to hold off on that. Can I get the next one, please? Handy dandy assistant. 42? 42? So now you all know the next number is 42. All right. Thank you. All right. So number 42 is our Easter egg sampler. It has 12 different Easter eggs in it, different colors, all really nice and pretty. And then inside, each has, this is the tricky part. There we go. An individual packet of a tea blend, each one making 3, can be brewed 3 times. So you'll get 3 cups out of it. This one just happens to be evening mint, but there's a wide variety in there. And since there's 12, this is 36 cups. And it's all set, and it's great for Easter, especially if you're going to have people over and they like tea. And this just really cute little Happy Easter tin. But Easter's coming up very, very quickly. I think it's the beginning of April, so we're about a little over a month away. But this is number 42, and the Easter egg sampler is $22 altogether. So there you go. All right. Oh, the journal should have gotten one of the other one. All right. So 97. Okay. So the next one, and I'm hoping she's not caught at work because I did kind of have this. I had someone tell me what they might do with this if they got it. But number 97 has this really pretty little flower box. We're starting to move to spring here. I know there's a lot of snow, especially in the Northeast and elsewhere, but I'm really trying to move us towards spring as much as physically possible. And so the cute little springtime boxes. But you'll notice there is no tag. In fact, I haven't even taken the plastic off. There is no tag on these 2 deluxe tins. And that's because you get to pick whatever blend we have created. And so I'm surprised that one of our people, I'm thinking she must have gotten caught up at work. And so she told me she had a plan for this, but you get 2 ounces, and they can be 2 of the same ounce, or they can be 2 different tea blends, and you'll get those in this cute little box. That's number 97. And that is a nice little $25 for that. And it can be any of ours. So you could go and reach in and say, well, I can't wait for summer and I want some Summer's Kiss. And even though it's out of season, you can go ahead and get it. It's whichever tea you would like, but 2 ounces in the deluxe tins. So that is number 97, and that is 25. Okay. All right, the next one we have is a surprise. I'm excited about it. It's another deluxe tin with 1 ounce of tea in it. But this is Harmony. Now, Harmony is a springtime blend, and that's really blurry for whatever reason. There's my camera. Camera's struggling tonight. All right, this is 1 ounce of our Harmony blend, and normally Harmony is not available till April, but we thought we'd do something fun. A lot of times we'll do teas that, you know, we made like 1 or 2 extra packets of, and we don't want to wait a whole year to give them away. So we might be doing those, like a mocha mint, because that stopped in January. You know, we do have 1 ounce left of that, but rather than do something like that, I thought let's go forward a little bit, because it's almost spring forward. Next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, we're going to spring forward. So let's look at one of our springtime blends, Harmony. It is a green tea, freeze-dried strawberry, and orange zest blend. It is delicious. We've used this to make ice cream, and I was surprised that it was absolutely delicious. Not that the tea is always delicious, but like I never thought about a green tea in my ice cream and was really pleasantly surprised. So you can get 1 ounce in a deluxe tin a little bit early, and that is 13. So all set for number 6 is 13. All right. Then we're going to spend a little time here, and we're going to park, and we are going to talk about our other event-only tea blend. And this is Primavera Petal, and this is number 36. There we go. But this one, I will tell you, there you go. It is our Highland Dawn and freeze-dried strawberries. Now, I tried this, adding some strawberries last week during Sunday's live, and I really fell in love with it. I played with the ratios. It's different from what I had last Sunday, but what I realized was how much those flavors really blend together. So the Highland Dawn is our Scottish breakfast blend, and the freeze-dried strawberries, which are a very springtime, March to April is when they come in season. It was so good. And just look at that. Is that not just beautiful? The softness of the hint of sweetness in the Highland Dawn blend worked really, really well. And so we're going to actually stop for a second, stop doing what we were doing, and we're going to make 2 different kinds of mocktails with this one. But meanwhile, while I do that, if you would like some, it is number 36. Again, it is 9 for 1 ounce or 2 ounces for 17. 1 ounce makes 30 to 33 cups worth of tea. So that'll give you an idea from there. But we are going to go ahead, and that is number 36. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pause here, and we're going to make 2 mocktails. Now, the first one is going to be an early morning kind of tea mocktail. And so we're going to go ahead, and we have our glass right here. Now, this one is pretty simple. I have some of the Primavera Petal tea that I brewed up earlier today, and then I've just been letting it cool. And so I brewed this a little strong, which meant I used about 4 ounces of water instead of the 8 ounces of water, but I used the same amount of tea. So, and then you're going to add that. We're going to add the equivalent of like 1 macerated strawberry to that, just a little bit, a hint. And we just took a fresh strawberry. You could use a frozen strawberry, and you're going to really just mash it up, blend it up, puree it. You could use a strawberry syrup, but I prefer the natural ingredients. Then we're going to simply add some milk. And I'm adding, about 2 ounces of the milk. It looks like more here. And then we are just going to literally stir this up. So it's sort of like a strawberries and cream latte. And you can make this more and more strawberry or less strawberry. But because it's just me and handy dandy assistant, then you could add a little dollop of whipped cream on top. Because whipped cream makes everything better in limited amount. And a nice little macaron. Now this one is a hazelnut macaron, and I could use that. I would cut it right here and I could put it on the glass. But instead, I will say cheers. And that's really good. It's kind of like a tea meets a strawberry milk. It's really, really good. Would you like to try some, handy dandy assistant?
I have to clear that up.
You do have to clear it out, so I have to make another one. There you go. So there's your cookies and milk, everybody, for that sort of thing. And now I'm going to make our second one. Now this one I'm going, traditionally you could take this and you could make like, a standard mocktail where you would take the Scottish breakfast strawberry tea that were the Primavera Petal. You could take a little bit of lemon juice. You could take some simple syrup or some honey and some muddled strawberries and some ginger ale and, make a pretty standard. But I thought, let's do something a little bit unique tonight and make something that we don't normally make. We're going to go a little more on the savory side of our mocktails. And yes, I have this, which means I'm going to end up making a mess, even though I try really hard not to, for whatever reason. I don't have good luck with that. Okay, So again, another roughly 4 ounces brewed strong of our Primavera petal tea. I don't have a ton of space in there, so. And then about a 1/4 ounce, maybe a tablespoon of fresh squeezed lime juice. You could use a different citrus. I like the lime flavor on this one. Everybody goes strawberry and orange or strawberry and lemon, but I really love the lime with this. I am going to add, again, about a tablespoon of, I've got organic, all real maple, 100% pure maple syrup right here. I am going to add the rest of my puree, about an ounce of pureed strawberries. And then go ahead in the chat or comments, tell me what you think my secret ingredient is going to be. I'll give you a second to try and figure it out. I'm going to go something a little bit unique. So go ahead and put that in the chat or the comments as I get it ready, as I get it prepped. All right. We'll see what's going on. We'll give you all a second. So right now, garlic. No, I can tell you it is not garlic. A good guess. Good guess. I haven't gone quite down that rabbit hole yet. But one of the things that we could do is I would add about a drop. You could add a drop of liquid smoke or put a little bit of smoked salt on the rim. Even a pinch of smoked salt would be good. And then you could either use 2 to 3 really thin slices of a fresh jalapeno or a pinch of chili. And I'm trying to cover the name up of crushed chili flakes. So pineapple, it's not, but pineapple would be a really good addition, especially if you did do the spice of the fresh jalapeno or the chili flakes. Now you saw I added just a tiny little pinch in here. And what this is going to do, we're going to call this a Highland Fire and Fruit Smash. That's what we're naming this one. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to try and shake this up without making a mess. I don't know what it is about what I do, but for whatever reason, I always seem to make a mess. So I wanted to do something a little smoky, a little spicy, because as soon as the nice weather starts, as soon as it gets above freezing sometimes, I know a lot of people, they haven't grilled outside in a while and they want to go with start to grill out and enjoy it. And so this is also really perfect if you're having a ham dinner, because you are going to have kind of that little bit of that smoked flavor. You've got the malty Scottish breakfast, Highland Dawn kind of notes to it. The smoke accent is going to really play beautifully with that. In addition, you've got the strawberry versus the spice, the sweetness. You get a little bit of acid in there with the lime to bring out the flavors. So you get that fruity brightness, but it's grounded by that kind of malty black tea. And then you've got a hint of the chili or the spice, almost with a campfire note if you do use the liquid smoke. So it's kind of a bold, fun, different kind of thing. Now, I have my little shamrock. I would put that on here. This is one where you could put pineapple on there, fresh fruits on there. I'm going to make a mess even bigger, but I will say cheers. Wow, it's really good. You get the little tiny pieces of the fresh strawberry. Really kind of got almost a creaminess to it, despite the fact that it does not have any milk products in it. Definitely something that I would serve and make a lot of fun with that one. Now, what would I pair with not only this mocktail, but with the Primavera petal tea. You could always do the traditional scones and biscuits kind of thing, a strawberry shortcake or pound cake. Let's see, if we stay around the sweet breakfast kind of things like vanilla pancakes or waffles, I would also stick to very light cheeses like a mascarpone cheese or a brie cheese would be really, really good with this, something very, very light. You really want something that's going to complement the creamy, soft texture and flavor that you kind of get from this tea. So anything, berry hand pies, that sort of thing. But if you wanted to contrast, this is where you're going to want a smoked Gouda and aged cheddar. Smoked almonds would be really, really good with this. I would also say a chicken and waffles, especially since they'd be fried up with kind of a spiced brunch foods, if you want to think, or anything with herb roasted potatoes would be good with this. Any dishes that are like primarily blackened or have a chili spice to them, because it's going to play off the little hint of the spice that you have in the mocktail or in the tea blend. So my handy dandy assistant won't let me get there, but I was about to say you could do a smoked fish with this really, really well. So yes, a smoked trout or a smoked salmon would work really, really well. Again, dark chocolate bars, because you're going to play the dark chocolate versus the strawberry versus the hint of the chili spice. And you're going to have that black tea to kind of really solidify those flavors. So that's kind of some of the pairings that I would do. This would also be really good with kind of that Thanksgiving dinner kind of vibe. So there you go. That is some of the other things that I would do with this. And this is why I waited until we go. And again, it just looks really beautiful. So, all right, let me switch my screens. All right. So that is the Primavera petal. Like that one. All right. What are we doing next? Oh, well, since we just made a mocktail, I thought we would move into something. I'm going to put it over here and hope it doesn't spill. Number 89 is a mocktail starter kit. Now this one has a lemon zinger in it, but you could request whichever blend you wished to have in it. It's got a nice heavy glass. No martini glasses. They were all very much weak. It's got some honey, local organic honey, a jigger, and a little shaker all together in here. So everything that you would need to make a mocktail. This is number 89. And our mocktail starter kit is $25. So there you go. You can start making your own mocktails. And I do love the little baby shaker. They're just so stinking cute. Okay. So after that, we're going to talk about number 4. And this is where it becomes difficult. There we are. Number 4 is kind of our relaxing moment box. And in it, it has a mug. It has an ounce of tea. It has a strainer already, so you can infuse your tea. And then this one has a little candle in it that is made with one of our special blends, Sunset Black special blend. So it smells really, really good. There you go. That's one of our tea blends, and it's all in there. And that, again, is number 4. And this teaspoon moment is $32. So I'll put that in there. The problem is they look really great when we box them up, and then I have to take everything out, and so then it takes me a minute to put it all back together and make it look somewhat neat so it doesn't spill. All right. All right. Now, Diane, I do know you love pineapple, and I will say the next live sale that we're doing in April in time for the Mother's Day tea party, one is kind of going to be towards the end of April. That one is going to have a, one of the teas is going to have some pineapple in it, along with, I know Aloha Breeze does as well. But all right, so we're now moving to number 49, and number 49 has an ounce of Lavender Garden. And this is a tea blend that you can only get at Alive, or it's included in our Advent tins. Usually have this one in there, but it's a specialty blend. It is a green tea blend with just a hint of lavender, because lavender is so easy to overpower. Really nice, light, delicate. And it has with it, I take the plastic off and everything, this really cool spoon, a nice little doily or tea mug rug, and a really beautiful rose. Well, I guess it's not a rose. I don't know what kind of flower that is. Somebody has to tell me. That's not my, I don't do well with the flowers. But this beautiful floral teacup. So there you go. I don't know what it is. I just know it's pretty. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's so pretty. I'll have to get that for the live. So you get the teacup, you get a deluxe ounce of Lavender Garden, and you get the teaspoon for your honey or anything else. And I'm looking to see, it just says kind of a sunflower, but it doesn't look like a sunflower. I promise, living in Kansas, I can tell you sunflowers are not rose colored. But number 49 is $22 altogether. So there you go. And there we go. It could be a sunrose flower, but that's number 49, and it is $22 for that set. All right. Every once in a while, I see something and I'm like, that is so cute. I don't have space for it. So I'll pick it up and then we use it at a live sale. So, all right. We are going to go with number 68. And it is this white box, everybody. Just a white box. Nothing big here. Just okay. It is. Let me open it carefully. And you're going to notice some things in this white box. And it doesn't look like much, does it? But there's more to this box than you think. First, I have 5 tea bags. Now, these are not the reusable ones. You can use, put your tea in there. You can get your 3 brews out of it and then traditionally throw it out to compost it or whatnot. It has a little pad of paper. It has an ink pen. Anybody want to guess what this box is for? Anybody want to guess? I'm going to take a sip and give you all a chance. I know that there's a couple people online watching, so that is so really good. Just that hint of spice with the sweetness, so it does not too sweet. Okay, this is. I'm gonna ruin the surprise a little bit while you're putting your guesses in there. But this is actually our tea blending class that we will be having on April 25th in the afternoon. So April 25th from 2 to 3 p.m. Central Time, we will be having a tea blending class. Now, I will be doing part of it in person for those that are close to the Manhattan, Kansas area, or Fort Riley area, depending on which way you want to call it. But we will do an online component as well. And I will have a kind of a camera setup going there. And this is what it's going to be. And I thought I would bring this out. Here's our box. I'm not showing you the pretty sticker and some of the other things that are going to be on here, but I'm giving you kind of the bare bones so you get an idea. You're going to have 9 different ingredients. You will have the opportunity to choose. Do you want to create, when you're making your custom tea blend, do you want to create a caffeine-free herbal blend? Do you want to create a green tea blend, or do you want to create a black tea blend? And so 3 of these will be for that. So if you wanted to create an herbal tea blend, then it would probably be there's probably going to be a rooibos, there might be a honey bush, there might be something else down in here. It might go with a chamomile, might go with something else. If it's a green tea blend, then we're probably going to have like a sencha blend and a jasmine green. We might put something else in here. But you're going to have a couple of tins, and they're going to have like a half ounce in them of that ingredient. And then the rest are going to be other ingredients that you are going to use to make your tea. So there'll be some that'll have some freeze-dried berries in them, some that'll have some kind of floral notes in them, some that'll have kind of spices. I would say cinnamon is probably going to be one of them. Unless somebody tells me they're allergic to cinnamon, then we're going to definitely substitute nutmeg. I know a couple of people that are allergic to things. So if you get this, let us know when we're exchanging information if you're allergic to anything, and because we'll need you to let us know what type of tea you want anyway. I was doing so well and I dropped it. So, all right. So that's what's going to happen is you're going to get 9 different ones. And you're like, but wait, there's 12 tins. The other 3 tins, 2 are going to be empty, and they are going to have a label on them so that you can name your tea, your custom blend of tea, and you can do a couple of those because you're getting plenty of ingredients. And then one is just going to be kind of your mixer jar. So a lot of times you'll see we roll stuff. We roll our mason jars of tea. You'll see that in the videos. Well, in this case, you're going to roll it in a smaller batch because you're going to kind of be making it 1 cup at a time. And there's going to be a class. How do you start? Where do you start? What do you want? What are the questions that we ask when we create a custom blend? What are the things to think about? You know, how do these ingredients typically work together? Are there ingredients you don't want to try and put together? And that sort of thing. So that's what this is going to be. There will be a way to customize your box a little bit. But since that is coming up, this will be going on the website in March. Since that is coming up, we wanted to give anybody who was attending or watched our live, whether on the replay or in person, that they, in fact, could get a discount. So we're going to discount this 25% off. It is normally $40 for the class, and you get this box either sent to you or you'll get it at the class. But from today until the show closes on Monday, you can get it for $35. So you'll save $5. Is that not 25? No, it's 12.5% off. Sorry, guys. You're gonna get $5 off. It'll be $35 as opposed to $40. Sorry, my math is not mathing at this point in the day. But this is our custom tea blend class, and you will learn how to create your own custom tea blends, and you'll have the ingredients in here. And so we are going to, it's $35 as opposed to $40, so you're going to get a nice discount. And I kind of showed you the bare bones in here. I want some of the things to be a surprise when you open the box, but there'll be a nice little notepad in there for you to take notes and to write down your recipes. We'll have all of that ready, and that is number 68, and that is, like I said, $35 as opposed to the normal $40 when it goes on the website on March 1st. So that is number 68. I'm gonna put that over here. Yep. All right, everybody. Anybody have any questions or anything they want to see? We're trying to time these so they're more like 45 minutes as opposed to a little over an hour. So, okay. Well, then, do you have all those names for me? Okay, thank you. All right, I am going to draw a name of our winner for our giveaway. Oh, wait, before I draw the name, let me show you what that winner is going to get. This cute little 1 to 2 cup teapot and an ounce of appealing tea. So you'll get the little teapot, your personal teapot, and a little appealing, 1 ounce of appealing. So that is what you're going to get as the, there we go. the giveaway. So let me go back in here. Mess with this again. Okay, now do I have them all? Okay. And survey says Diane. Diane, you won! Yay! All right, so I'll include this in your order going to you. And for those of you that are not here live, we will do another one. We have a list of people that are here that my handy dandy assistant has been compiling. We're going to do another giveaway at our live on Sunday. Our live on Sunday is not going to be as live. It's going to be taped, but we will do another drawing for anybody who has put in an order at that point. They get their name in for another drawing. So there you go, Diane. This will be coming out. We will mail everything out on Tuesday. I have to go out of town on Sunday, and then we won't get back till late on Monday. So I will do, the show will close on Monday, and then I will mail everything out on Tuesday. Anybody have any questions? So coolness. I'm super excited. I can't wait for people to try some of these newer blends. My handy dandy assistant was pleasantly surprised when I was like, here, you need to try this. I need you to taste this. And then he was like, oh, that's really good. So there you go. All right. So does anybody need to see anything else? Not that we see. Okay. Well, I do want to say thanks for joining me, everybody. This will be, now that we've got our, now my phone's gone off. We will be putting this up, and anybody can continue to order any of the items until Monday. We'll close it off. And then I will see everybody, not quite live, but I will see everybody on Sunday at 6. It's going to be pre-recorded, but that's okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you later.